What's up, everybody? Welcome back, Freak Show. That's right, it's your host, The Ringmaster, with an episode of Vlog of a Paid Vacation Part 2. Yes, I'm still on paid vacation. I will be on paid vacation until Tuesday. And then Thursday, because Wednesday's a regular day off, Thursday I will be going back to work. I'm actually kind of excited about it because I don't know, after 2 or 3 days of being off, it's like too much for me. Then I start missing my work and just missing my routine. I'm a very routine type of person, as you pretty much all know. But it's been a week, right? I'm gonna go ahead and jump into video games first this time because there's been a pretty good bit going on. Starfield has come out. Now, you will not see me review it. You will not see me play it because I'm not an Xbox/PC person. That's just my preference. There's nothing wrong with PC or Xbox. It's just not my thing. I don't even know if Starfield will be my thing. Because Bethesda, I never looked at a Bethesda game going, oh my god, I gotta play that. I mean, one day I'm going to check out Skyrim and maybe, what was the other one? I don't know. There's other games that they made. But anyways, off that. But Starfield has come out. Everybody's excited for it. Everybody's happy about it. And I happen to come across a video where a guy is ranting. He is yelling. He is mad. And it's not. And what everybody's clipped out of that is about the whole thing with pronouns. Because apparently, when you create your own person on Starfield, and if there's any indiscrepancy in what I'm saying, please somebody educate me. But apparently, after you get done creating your person, it tells you to pick pronouns. It doesn't ask you. You pick the gender. And then all of a sudden now you got to pick pronouns too. Doesn't make any sense to me. But also, when you think about it, it also makes the game so immersive. Like, very, very immersive. Like, just so much detail, from what I understand, has gone into this game. Anyways. Like I said, I watched a lot of reviews on it just because it looks very nice. And I do love space. But, with that being said, people are mad about this one guy ranting and raving about the whole pronoun thing being forced to do it. And I have to agree with him because, look, there's nothing wrong with putting the pronouns in the game about choosing your pronouns. What I don't understand is why you can't skip over that, or why is that not an option instead of a command to pick one? Why can't you be like, okay, you've done creating your person. Do you want to pick a pronoun, yes or no? And you can choose no. Apparently, they don't give you that option, which is BS in my opinion. You need to be able to have options. So Bethesda, please deliver a patch that does that, in my opinion. If you don't, hey, it's your game. And from what I understand, it's selling. A lot of people love it. But yeah, just forcing people into these ideologies is not the way to go about doing it. Me personally, if it was me playing, I don't care. I will pick. If it says that I'm a whale, I don't care. I just want to play the game. I might actually change one. Because honestly, this is just me. If I'm going to play a game, why do I want to be myself when I'm always myself? I want to be something different. That's why one time someone saw me play Fortnite, and they were like, why are you a woman? Because I wanted to be one. I felt like being Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Nothing wrong with that. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, everybody's just too mad about everything. Everybody just needs to calm down a little bit. But Hill versus Babyface, doing that rant was pretty funny, in my opinion. But moving on from that, PlayStation Plus has increased its prices. You see me put out a short about it. I'm just going to elaborate just a little bit more. If you are paying yearly, that's what's going up, not monthly. Because as far as I know, at least I haven't seen anything to the contrary. Because I pay monthly for my PlayStation Plus Premium. And you're thinking, why don't you just pay yearly? Because what if I get sick and tired of it through the year and I'm like, I don't want this anymore. I'm not going to. Or what if it gets to where I don't have time to play it? So it's like, well, I can just go ahead and cancel it and not worry about it ever again. Or how about, oh, that's what's coming out next month on PlayStation Plus? I don't want that. Cancel until the next month. I know it's cheaper the other way, but well, I don't know about now because each tier has moved up to $20 or will move up to $20. I don't know if it's started yet, but I think that's ridiculous. I mean, let me paint you a picture. So, you recently say you're going to get rid of 9 games off of your catalogs. Okay. While putting your 3 monthly games on there. 2 of them, a lot of people haven't even heard of or don't care about. And one that has a name to it, Saints Row, that people have pandered and said that sucked. Or is boring. Not really that it sucked, but just that was boring. I don't know. I haven't played it. I'm a big fan of Saints Row 3 and 4. The 3rd and 4. But I haven't had a chance to play it yet. But because I still haven't beaten 4. So I'm gonna beat 4 before I even try this new one. That's just the way I am. But so you're gonna do an underwhelming September list of games as far as the free monthly games. Okay, you're gonna give us an underwhelming list, while at the same time announcing that you are upping the price. You're not giving people a reason to want to keep you or to justify you upping the price. Now, hear me out. Now, if you would have said, oh, our free games for this month is going to be, whatever's new. Or if you say, don't say just like Xbox, but pretty much say something like, Spider-Man 2 will be available on day 1 on PlayStation Plus for free for users who are paying the yearly subscription. Stuff like that, or do more than just one game, but you know what I'm saying, though. I don't know, I just think it was retarded. I thought it was stupid. Didn't like that announcement, but, it's your company. I might go back to just using the Essential. I've actually said I was going to do it. I'm still thinking about it. Just using the Essential, because I do play the games off PS Plus. People say that it's slim pickings. If you play 24/7 and you play just about all of them, that's your problem. You play way too much. You can go do something else. Go pick up sticks. But I don't know. For me, there's still so much to play on that PlayStation Plus Premium. But it sucks though, because now I gotta pay it. Now I actually gotta either get a physical copy or buy a whole digital copy of Stray, because I never did get to complete that game. Damn it. But anyways, on a more positive note, this is what I'm really excited for. I wanted to wait till last on the game subject to really talk about this. Jean-Claude Van Damme is going to be a playable character, a DLC, in Mortal Kombat 1. First of all, you already had my money for Mortal Kombat 1. The fact that you're going to put Homelander from The Boys and Peacemaker from his show and from Suicide Squad into the game. You already had me. But then you had to give me this. You had to give me Jean-Claude Van Damme. And it is the Bloodsport version, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, is Bloodsport, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Memories of watching that with my dad when I was little. But he's going to be in the game, and I saw the fatality. It looks so good. Anybody who had a chance, go look it up. Go look up the trailer. I've already been completely sold on this game. Now I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to buy the premium edition. That's just me. One of my friends just texted me, "Hey, Mandy." Anyways, that's all I want to talk about with the games. Moving on to movies. Recently I went to Kroger. and went to the Redbox, and I love buying from Redbox. And I know everybody's like, "But Roger, you're not actually getting the actual case or anything. You were just getting, just the movie or not game movie. You're getting the movies in just the little Redbox plastic sleeves. That's okay. I don't need to have the original. I don't need to have it complete in box. That's never been my goal on anything. I know it's taboo, but that's just me. But what I did get was Mortal Kombat Snowblind. Mortal Kombat has put out some animated movies. Battle of the Realms was the last one, and then the first one was Scorpion's Revenge. These are fantastic. I haven't watched this one yet, so I'm gonna make that a priority. But I hear nothing but good things about that one, and the other two, like I said, were top notch. And I haven't seen Max put it out yet. So then I got La La Crocodile. It looked funny, so I wanted to see it. And then the one that I was gonna wait until September 15th when it comes on Peacock. But when I saw it for $4 like the other ones were, I bought Fast X on Blu-ray. $4 and watched it, and oh my god. Now I know some people roll their eyes at this franchise. I don't care. I love the action. I love this dialogue. I love the story. It's a simple story. It's nothing too complicated. It's nothing too in depth. It's just fun. Fun action all the way. Jason Momoa was hilarious in this. I love his character. As a matter of fact, put his character in Mortal Kombat as well. Put Dominic Toretto in Mortal Kombat. I'm just saying. Love this movie. September 15th, it's coming on Peacock. Watch it. Definitely watch it. And then inside of Kroger, they had, their little movie racks where they have movies for a pretty good price. Now, I paid $6 for this, and the reason why I paid $6 for this is because it is a childhood movie of mine, and that is The Iron Giant. I have watched this to death when I was little on VHS. And Vin Diesel does the voice of the robot, which for the longest time I didn't know that. So I thought the first thing I ever saw of him was Fast and Furious. Nope, it was The Iron Giant. But as far as anything else I watched, like I said, Palmer with Justin Timberlake. Watch it. Let's see. I started on Asteroid City. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm only like 10 minutes into it, but I'm going to watch more of it to see if I actually do like it. Orphan First Kill. Fantastic. Like, you think it's going to be like the first 20 or 30 minutes, you're thinking, oh, it's pretty much the same formula as the first one. It starts out that way. But then it goes a completely different way where it's like, oh, that's different. That's good. Not going to tell you what it is, but trust me, you're going to want to watch it. Boy, it kind of looks like Captain Spaulding is peeking over my shoulder, don't it? Kind of creepy. But, yeah, I would recommend watching that. I watched season 5 of Archer. I love Archer. And Archer Vice was so funny. I loved everything about it. Lana having the baby. I can't wait to see what season 6 brings. Yes, I know I'm behind. I don't care. I watched season 2 of the new Beavis and Butthead series. That was fantastic as well. I highly recommend that to everybody. Honestly, watch it. I love the new Beavis and Butthead. I don't like it as much as the old Beavis and Butthead. The old Beavis and Butthead is, to me, timeless. But the new one, really, really good. Trying to think here. Was there any other movies that I watched? Just not really much as far as movies, but so I guess that's it for the movie section. Not a whole lot to talk about on that one, though. Just excited for all these movies coming out. Excited for the new Exorcist coming out. There's a Thanksgiving horror movie coming out, and I cannot wait. And apparently, speaking of horror movies, they came out with a documentary about Robert Englund. I saw Cinema Sickness on YouTube. He also does Rest Stop Retro or Retro Rest Stop. I'm butchering this. I'm so sorry, sir. But he bought it on Steelbook, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing coming out. I still want to get the documentary Nightmares in Red, White, and Blue. That's a great horror movie documentary. So, like I said, there's certain movies I'm collecting, certain ones. If it's a Steelbook, I'll pay full price. I don't care. But anyways, that's all for the movie section. Now moving on to wrestling. Oh, that was this past weekend, and I didn't watch the event because, like I said, I'm not paying $50 for it. But I watched enough highlights to know that it seemed like a very really good show. And from everybody that I talked to that has watched it, even though it was just a week after All In, it was a very very fantastic show from AEW. So I got to commend them for that. And they said that Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley was a 5-star main event. I still don't care about Jon Moxley. But I'm happy for Orange Cassidy for having that main event moment, even though he lost. But still. And I think my favorite thing about the footage I was watching back was probably the interaction Joe and MJF had. I am all on board for this rivalry. I want to see where this goes. I want to see that be the... Oh man, Wrestle Dream is the new AEW pay-per-view that's coming out in October. See, I see Tony Khan, he's trying to... It started out just 4 pay-per-views a year, the 4 big ones. Now he's opening it to 5. Now he's opening it to 6. He's going to keep going with it. Oh, actually 7 now if you think about with All In. So, if he's going to keep upping more and more pay-per-views, Tony, I think it's time for you to reevaluate the prices. You go down to 20 or 30, I will be more than happy to pay for it. Hell, you can almost convince me at 40. But 50? No, I will not even pay for a WWE pay-per-view for 50. And they do much better, like, as far as whole show production. But, then I watched a media scrum, which I'm always entertained by the media scrum. Especially, this one, I think, because they didn't have MJF on it, I think the star was probably, so far, I've only watched 30 or 40 minutes into it, but star so far was Christian Cage. He's such a good heel. I never thought of him as a main event guy. I still don't. But he is a great athlete. He's a great talent and a great character, especially when he's a heel. I loved it when someone asked him about Edge, and he was like, I only talk about me and Luchasaurus. I have no other friends but Luchasaurus. Fantastic. Now, the problem I had with the media scrum is Tony Khan himself. I don't know why. I never thought I would agree with Al Snow and them when they said that these media scrums are just for him. And people probably think, that's crazy. He's doing it for the wrestlers. No, he really isn't. I understand you come out there, you do your little 10-minute introduction, and you might want to say something in between all the other people talking. But it's like, let these wrestlers talk on their own. You don't need to be sitting right there, right up beside them. And people, I could tell these reporters are planted by you, Tony, because they keep wanting to ask you questions too. And I'm like, dude, stay focused on the people who actually performed on the show. The reason why the show is so good is these performers. Like, stay on Chris Statlander, stay on Christian Cage, stay on Adam Cole. Poor Christian Cage, I sat there and watched him stay silent for like almost 5 to 10 minutes. Because Tony was answering questions about the Jaguars. I don't know who thought, man, I can't wait to go to the AEW media scrum and I get to ask my burning question about a rumor about the Jaguars. And Tony should have looked at him, but, of course he was planted by Tony, but I'm just saying, though, Tony should have looked at him and says, this is a wrestling press conference. I'm not here to talk about the Jaguars. That can be for later at a Jaguars press conference. Don't ask me about rumors about the Jaguars. Let's talk about Christian Cage and how he had a great match tonight. Or whatever. That's why I don't understand these press conferences. And he keeps wanting to... Like, people can say what they want about WWE stealing the idea from AEW, even though WWE used to do press conferences after, WrestleManias and such. But... at least when they do them, Triple H, least 90% of it stays out. Like, he does his little shtick. He'll talk about it in between and before, and maybe at the very end. But people like Bailey and all them, and Sami Zayn, and just Jeyuso, they all get to go out there by themselves and talk about it. All the questions are directed at them. Instead of you got creepy Tony over here. That's Tony. He's creepy as hell. He can't sit there and tell anybody he's not creepy. But again, that was, from what I understand, All Out was a great show though, and I'm watching this great, incredible promo by MJF and Samoa Joe, and I'm just like, man, just shows just how good Joe is and how good MJF is. I want this rivalry to keep going. And honestly, I mean, I've enjoyed MJF and Adam Cole, but I kind of want MJF just to go full heel back, and because when he panders to the crowd, sometimes it kind of takes me out of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It may not take you out, but it takes me out. But in WWE news, Jey Uso return. He's having these great moments with Grayson Waller and everybody else. Paul Heyman's going backstage and telling people, "Hey, you need to knock before you come in. You need to do this." I'm sorry. In my opinion, they should have had LA Knight beat his ass in that locker room. Yeah. What a great character. I love LA Knight. I can't wait to see what he does. Next pay-per-view coming up. Can't remember what the next one is, but anyways. But yeah, WWE, not a whole lot going on this week with them. Just putting on some good shows and just having some good memories. I love the whole Judgment Day thing. So keep it going, boys. But yeah, that was pretty much it on like those three main topics that I always like to talk about: games, movies, and wrestling. But of course, you know what time it is. It is football season. It's NFL day, first of all. Got Panthers and Falcons, Steelers, 49ers, Saints and Titans, Raiders and Broncos, Packers and Bears. And if you want my review about who I think is going to win, go back to my previous vlog and you'll see. Now, SEC. This week I got... Last week I got 11 out of 14 right. Now this week I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure I'll do better. I did the exact same. 11 out of 20, 11 out of 14. Bama. You disappointed me. I'm sure a lot of Bama fans were disappointed after that loss, but damn. I was not expecting y'all to get beat by Texas. I thought it was going to be close again. Of course I did. I wasn't expecting y'all to lose. But yeah, they disappointed me. Who else was it? There was another one that disappointed me. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, I'm not really surprised that Miami beat Texas A&M, but I have to go for SEC. So I thought Texas A&M could win this. They didn't. They did not. They did not win that. That was bad. Then of course Vandy got beat by Wake Forest. I just want something really good to happen for Vandy. I would love if they would powerhouse one year and just beat everybody. But this next coming up week 3 in SEC football, LSU versus Mississippi State. Finally, an SEC game. I'm picking LSU though. Mississippi State might be able to play them a little bit, but I think LSU will overpower them. Missouri over Kansas State, of course. My team, Georgia Bulldogs versus South Carolina. We're going to cream South Carolina. Of course. Yeah. And of course we beat Ball State. It's the way it is with Georgia. Anyways. Alabama versus South Florida. I feel so bad for South Florida. Bama's mad. They just lost to Texas, a team that's coming into the SEC soon. So they're pissed off, and they're going to take it out on South Florida. That's what I honestly think. Texas A&M over Louisiana Monroe, of course. Tennessee versus Florida. This is going to be the most interesting game to me the whole week. just because Florida could win. It's a possibility. I just don't know because Tennessee's so powerful, and they're starting to prove themselves more and more. And I think there's a good chance they could beat Bama again this year. Which, in my whole years of existing, I don't know. And if anyone wants to correct me, please correct me. I'm open for it. I don't think I've ever seen in my 37 years Tennessee beat Alabama 2 years back to back. I could be wrong. But I don't think I've seen it. But I'm going to pick Tennessee in this game. I'm sorry, my dad's a Florida fan. I feel like I'm being disloyal to my dad, but it is what it is. Auburn versus Samford. Auburn. Vandy over at UNLV. I know some people are probably like, Roger, give it up. They're probably not going. They're probably going to get beat by UNLV. I got faith that Vandy's going to do it. Come on, Vandy, let's do this. Ole Miss over Georgia Tech because I hate Georgia Tech. I kind of like Ole Miss, but Georgia Tech, I will never ever cheer for Georgia Tech. I will never pick them over anybody. I would say that about Florida and Auburn. But when they go up against non-SEC people, I actually do pick them. But I won't pick them from the national title, ever. Arkansas over BYU. Yes, of course. Kentucky over Akron. Kentucky, of course. Like I said, not a whole lot of great games are probably going to be going on. Like I said, the three I'll be watching, of course, LSU, Mississippi State, Georgia, South Carolina, because those are SEC games, and of course Tennessee and Florida. Those are good. Those three games I think are going to be good. So, anyways, that's all I got for this video. Though it may not be a whole lot to other people, but that's all I got. Anyways, tell me what you think. Who's your team you're repping? I'll shout them out in the next video. All right, y'all have a good one. And this is the Remaster saying, get out of my room.